Living in Boulder Vlog, April 28th, 2020, 6:41 a.m. on Tuesday. Yesterday I was just cutting and pasting. I started the day cutting and pasting pre-dinosaur animals. Who are they? Therapsids. Really long list. But these suckers were like 300 million years ago and stuff, so if it's that long ago, get all of them. One interesting thing about my timeline is that as you go farther back, it increases exponentially in the time span. And you can actually surf my timeline exponentially. If you go to any of the ancient history pages, and you click on the inside, I'll do a tutorial of it. The inside columns, the numbers you click on, it takes you to that section. So if you click like 3 to 6, if you're on the 3 million and you click 3 to 6, then like if you're on the 3 million page from 3 million to 6 million, and then you see the 3 to 6, you click on it. And then you see, that section of all the other, I'm not looking at it right now, but all the other time periods. You could click on the 3 to 6. You can take it to like 30 million. So you'll be looking at that same time period that you're looking at only 10 times more. So it'll be 30 million. Or you could do it to 300 million. So then you can do it 100 more times or 1,000 more times. So lots of different ways to travel through time. Anyway, like forward and backward, and then the other dimensions when your time dimension you're looking at. But yeah. So Oh yeah. So the interesting thing is, as you go farther back, it increases exponentially. So you would then get, you need exponential more things and to fill it up. But because it's so far back, you need you would want 10% less, or else you're going to fill it up as much. So you fill it up all the way and it works out. You have 10% less information because it's so far back. But the timeline needs a lot less time. So it fills it back up. So yeah, if I can just keep it all full. I can keep it all really full, chock full. Until all the way through the 300 million section. And then, of course, the first section, and then even the second section from 300 million to 600 million on the 3 billion section. So, and maybe even more on that. I don't know. Maybe there's like astronomical stuff I can throw on that. Just thought about it now. Yeah, so I didn't even finish that because it was just such a long list. I wasn't going top to bottom. I was just dancing around because you can see the ones that I've already been to. And I don't know when it resets. I need to remember to not do some kind of cookie reset on my computer. I don't know how that works because if my computer, under my ID, my IP address, I don't know how it works, has been to a page on Wikipedia, then it turns purple, and the pages that I have been to are white, and blue in the link. And it's a slight color change, but I'm not colorblind or anything. I can see it, so that makes it possible for me to just dance around on that Therapsid page, and until I can scan it and get all of them. Just makes it so that I don't get preoccupied with how much more I have to go, And then I started to do, I think even the dinosaurs. Just, I can just randomly collect it because I know what I've done yet already. But, yeah, then I started doing dinosaurs. Then I started doing natural disasters, and then, a couple lakes and glacial cycles. And And then I finished up this morning. I'm doing, I found a Wikipedia page that has lists of volcanoes. So I'm doing all the volcanoes starting farther back in time and then moving forward. And I probably have a lot of them already that I didn't do. I mean, that I did already from before. So then I could just, I guess, go to the page and do like a control F to see if it's there, or just look at the date and see if it's there. But a lot of them, I mean, that's why it helps to have a pretty good memory, because a lot of these I can remember, you know. And I've been to a lot of them a bunch of times, a few times, but I can, you know, more or less remember, and then the Wikipedia helps me remember, and I don't think it's a waste of time to do it the way I'm doing. Just, you know, just look. I mean, what I'm doing is I'm basically going to every single Wikipedia article of anything that was ever created in the world, because those things have Wikipedia articles and they're created in a time in the past. So I got to go in there and get them, you know. I mean, I'm not getting anything and everything, like the formation of each and every like small, you know, geographical area, like every valley in the world. But there are a lot of ones that are made in America. I like to get them all in America because it's my country and they have the best information. But yeah, I was getting a lot of random like valleys. This was created 15,000 years ago on a pyroclastic flow and stuff like that. But you know, the end goal of my timeline is to be able to conceptualize how long ago something is. You know, like how do you even conceptualize something that's 300 million years old? You know, like. And most people would give up and not even try, but I think you should try. So like one way, this trippy way to do it is like looking at a bunch of mountains, you know, and they're like made 50 million years ago. For example, some in Scotland, there were volcanoes and they're just mountains, and volcanic mountain, they look normal mountains now, but volcanic mountains made 50 million years ago. So a way to conceptualize it is, well, what animals were around 50 million years ago? And then you can imagine them evolving. And so that's how long it takes animals to evolve, and that's how long it takes those mountains to look like when they were created volcanoes to now. Even if it's 250 million, just think of an animal that's 250 million years old, and all your attitudes about that. That's kind of what I'm doing, you know, in order to understand something. You would take in everything, you know, all the different everything, and then it creates this world of understanding. That's what I do with my timeline. You look at a certain section 300 to 600 million years ago on the 300 billion page section, and you look at it, you just take in every single thing that page has to offer. You look at the dimensions, you know, how the dimensions relate to the other pages, how everything that's evolving, you know, or living at that time. You look at the time period, you scroll up and down, you look at everything that existed then, and then that's your world, and you're familiar with the colors and even the colors and the shape of it create this new like world. And so yeah, I think once I get all the information in there and I get it looking good, get the fonts looking right so it's not taking up too much space. It'll look really magnetic. It'll look really good. Yeah, not many people are going on my timeline, but because I can see on most of the pages I go to on the counter, I'm the only one that's been there. But which is fine. I mean, I don't care, but makes sense because it doesn't really make a timeline like that's so developed. You know, it looks really good when it's finished, but when it's in a process of being made, it's a little bit, you know, not as good. A little bit more grating to look at than if it wasn't as complicated in the first place. But I don't know if I'll finish it in this push. I'll just go and copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and then maybe I'll bail and go back later when I hit it with my brain looking at it in another way, you know, because it's a different kind of thinking. And it's fun to go in when I'm fresh, you know. Anyways, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.